You did. Hi. Okay, guys. So I'm back. I finally got it finished. This is my studio. Not really my studio, but kind of like a stage area. Anywho, not important. Okay, so I want to kind of come to you guys and talk about me today, because I feel like I haven't really let you guys get to know me, really. But I'm glad you guys finally see me not looking hideous. Oh my gosh, my dog is moving. All of this. I'm sorry if you're shaking. I'm sorry. Anyways, okay. Getting my drink. I'm obsessed with this new Pepsi made with real sugar. Really good. Okay, I don't know if you can see this over here, but this is my family. It's my husband. And I'm kind of obsessed with Marilyn. I don't know if you guys already knew that, but I am totally obsessed with Marilyn. I got this one a while ago, and I actually got this one on her birthday, which was June 1st. So if she was alive today, she'd be 90. Anyways, not important. So I just wanted to come to you guys today and talk about me, talk about some of my favorite things and things I like to do, you know. So a lot of you guys know I like Khloe Kardashian. I actually follow her on Snapchat. I love Khloe Kardashian. She's my favorite. And actually her and I have super similar middle names. My middle name is Alexander and hers is Alexandra. So I'm actually really happy about that. I want my dog. Stop moving! Nala, sit still! Sorry, my dog's over there in her kennel, and her kennel is up on the table where you guys are. So if y'all saw back here, you'd be like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. Anyways, not important. So, as you know, I love her, and I read this thing cover to cover. I love this book. It totally inspired me to get into the gym and work out my problems. So, I love this book, and I actually have, oh god, this makes me look like I'm obsessed with Khloe Kardashian. I'm not obsessed with you if you ever see this. I'm definitely not obsessed. And I got these. This is the family cover. I actually have them all. I bought them all. But my husband was like, you have to pick two. So I definitely picked Khloe and the family one so that I could get everybody and keep my favorite, because I'm a bit of a whore when it comes to like fashion magazines. I like to hoard them. So my husband always asks me, did you look through this before I throw it away? And if it's like one of the editions I want to keep, I definitely keep it. But this one like totally revolutionized my sex life, by the way. That's not important. So I know I have more followers on Snapchat than I do on like Twitter. I have the most followers, but like Snapchat I have a lot more followers than I have on YouTube, and I kind of coincide these two together. So I get a lot of questions on there from my friends. They have like ideas for videos, so I thought I would put it all together into one. And I don't know how to link my Snapchat, but I'll try to figure out the name and give it to you guys soon. Anyways, so basically a lot of Snapchat questions had to do with my husband. My husband is in the military. He's in the Navy. That's how far I'm going to go into that, because he's pretty private about that. He doesn't like his business out there too much, so that is what my husband does for a living. Unfortunately, I do not have I have a job, but it's not a job. It doesn't make nearly as much as my husband. And oh my god, you guys are shaking so much. I'm going to let my dog out so they're not shaking so much. Come on. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that was loud. Good, you're not shaking anymore. Anyways, so that's what my husband does. And no, I do not have a job. I'm looking for a job right now. I would love to work at Torrid, which is my favorite store to shop at. I got these leggings that I'm wearing from Torrid. This is actually from Walmart. I got this to sleep in, but then I started realizing, even though I have this huge belly right here, I kind of like a crop top. So it doesn't cover my stomach, but it doesn't exactly show all my like stretch marks and stuff. My mom, I was about to shoot this video, my mom was like, are you gonna put on a better shirt? And I was like, I put this shirt on for a reason. It's one of my favorite shirts. It's very comfortable and I love this shirt. Anyways, not important. I feel like I want to open this door and get a little light in here. Oh my god. Look at that light. Oh my gosh. It looks so pretty. But I'm going to close it because my dog is an escape artist and she will try to leave me. She likes to escape, and without my husband here, I have no way to catch her. So my husband ran track in high school, so he's like super fast. So I always like, oh god, you have to catch her, but I can never catch her. She got away one time after my husband. Excuse me. She ran away one time after my husband left, and if my neighbor Lisa had not been outside with her dog, I don't think I would have caught her. Like, I think she would have been gone forever. So I'm like a psycho when it comes to the front door because she knows how to open the screen door. And my mom loves to leave the front door open like a freaking retard. I love my mom. She's not a retard. Just kidding. That's like so un-PC. Anyways. So she likes to leave the front door open. And I'm just like, you know she can open the front door. And if she has a reason to, she will. So I'm always like a stickler about it. Like, keep the front door closed, you know. But anyways, she hasn't run off since. And I'm so like nervous that she still will. Sorry, I can never get my lipstick this perfect, and I didn't want to ruin it on the can, so I got these little straws. These are neon straws. I got them from Walmart for like $1 for like 100. I wanted to get the striped ones from Target, but they were a little expensive, so I was like, these were just as good. So anyways, not important. So I kind of wanted to just talk about me. I know that sounds a little conceited, because of my subscribers here, I think I only have like, as of right now, 2, and hopefully I'm trying to get all of my friends on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and Snapchat and oh my god, I have so many social media sites. It's ridiculous. But I'm trying to get them to follow me here because I feel like this is a forum that is for not only for like getting your emotions out, it's like a free therapist, so to speak, but like getting your emotions out. And I feel like I'm talking like I'm doing this the whole time. I feel like that's what I'm doing. I'm doing this. Anyway, it's not important. So, like, I feel like this is a forum where I can come and say what I think and speak my mind, and people really don't, people don't really have a say anymore, when it comes, because, of course, they can always comment, like, oh, you're fat, and, oh, nobody cares about your problems, but I feel like this is just a very calm space where I can come and talk to you guys and not feel so judged. I don't have like a lot of like really close friends. I do have one friend I still talk to from high school. Ty, I love you. She's really the only one I still talk to from high school. I was talking to my other friend. She's not a friend anymore. I had a friend, Shelby, but we had a huge fight, so I have not heard from her since. I heard she got married, and then congratulations if she ever sees this. But I wish we were still friends. But I totally screwed up. I did the wrong thing at the wrong time, and it made me look totally bad. I'm not going to tell you guys what happened, but I did the wrong thing. It was stupid. It was a mistake. It was something I was trying to do nice for her, but then turned out to make me look like I was crazy. So, whatever. It's not important. What is important is I do still have some really close friends. Ty is one of them, who's also a friend on Snapchat. And my dog is about to leave the room. I don't know if you can see this door over here. It's like legitimate. A piece of crap door that she has totally mangled and destroyed, so I hope you can't see that door. But she can leave out there. I don't know why she's crying. Sit down! Calm yourself. This is my dog Nala. I've had her since she was a baby. I've been actually taking care of her since she was about 4 weeks old. She was still with her mom, but I was basically taking care of her and her brothers and sisters for a couple months, and then the guy I got her from didn't really like that, but yeah, he did eventually give her to me, so I am so thankful that he gave her to me because she has been one of the many joys in my life. I love her to death. She is just the sweetest baby. I don't know if you can see her down here, but she's so cute. Anyways, so she is my husband's and I's pride and joy right now because we don't have any kids. And I don't know when we're going to have kids, if we're going to have kids. I mean, I know we've talked about kids, but it's not high on our priority list right now. So right now, high on our priority list is making sure he's got what he needs, making sure that I got what I need, a job, my health. God should be like number one, but I always feel like he's not, which I'm trying to get into, like, him being my number one, because I can tell you guys, I was supposed to go see my husband graduate, actually it was today, this morning, I was supposed to see him graduate, and unfortunately, due to a failure of one of his tests, I didn't really get to see him graduate, nor I don't think I am going to get to see him graduate, and, so, and I was really looking forward to seeing him, because I haven't seen him in a couple months, and I really miss my husband. Oh, God, like, it aches in places I didn't even know that existed. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Oh my God, I feel like I look like I do crack. No, I'm on like the tail end of a cold or a sickness or whatever. And I think that that's a good thing. I think that had something to do with it because I was really sick when I was about to go see him. A few days ago, I was really sick. And I think that I don't think God wanted me to get him sick because he's already been sick twice. He had pink eye one time, and then I think he had impetigo in one of his eyes. I'm not sure. But anyways, but it was like so swollen, it was shut, and I was like, oh God. And his best friend Kyle, who is my best friend technically, still, I don't think he still has it, but he also had it really bad. Anyways, they pass it around like an STD in boot camp, but anyways, that doesn't matter. It's not an STD, guys. Anyways, but I did get a letter from him today, and he's been going to church while he was in boot camp, and I'm actually really surprised by that because I know he's a Christian and everything, and he's a born-again believer, but he wasn't really big on going to church every Sunday. I think his services are best. It's a saying. Oh God, I know it. I look like an idiot trying to figure this out. Basically, he's best well served out of the church. He's not a big corporate worshiper. He doesn't really like that. He likes really intimate things. Like, there's this thing called Thursday Night Live that we used to go to, which I'm hoping I can start going to again as soon as I get my car fixed. But it was just, that was more him. It was very calm, very quiet, very quaint, surrounded by just a group of people who love the Lord, and just it was very quiet. That's more him. I don't think he really likes the big worship center with everybody in there, because we go to 11 o'clock service, and that tends to be the biggest service in our church. She went to First Baptist Church of Norfolk, Virginia, by the way, Virginia. Anyways, not important. So, he's not a big corporate worshiper. He likes the really small ones, like the Thursday Night Live. That's more him. He liked going to that because he could socialize with friends and still enjoy and worship God. So that was kind of his thing. But so I was really surprised when he told me in his letter that he's been going to church every Sunday since he got there. And, like, he's gotten really close with the Lord, and I didn't think that was going to happen, because I told him I did want him to be more of a leader of me, because he's supposed to lead it. The Bible says that we're supposed to be submissive to our husband. He's supposed to lead us, and that is truly what I want. And I know sometimes I like to wear the pants. I mean, what woman doesn't like to wear the pants? But that was one of the things we wanted to work on, kind of me stepping back out of that leadership role. Hush! Because I was very demanding, very, I can admit that I sometimes browbeat my husband, which is not beating him physically, but like sometimes with my words. I don't think I mean to do it, but I think sometimes it happens. So when I start to do that, he's like, stop doing that. Like, he shuts me down immediately, and I love that. I wish he would do it more, but he doesn't. But he's a very non-confrontational. He's a very quiet soul. I love him. He is the complete opposite of me. I am like in your face. I have this big personality, and he's just very quiet, very respectful, very disciplined, which I'm not very disciplined, keep in mind. But I'm trying to become more disciplined. I got my grandmother to put me on a budget because I was spending so much money. But the bills were getting paid, and on time. I've never been late with our bills, but I always feel like I'm spending too much money. I always feel like I'm spending too much money. So instead of going to get my nails done every couple of weeks, I started doing them myself, and I realized I like my work a lot better than what they're doing. Like, they do a really good job, don't get me wrong. I go to Naughty Nails in Suffolk, and sometimes I do Anthony Vince for my feet. But I go to Naughty Nails to get my nails done, and I just don't think that they can envision what I want. I like different. I don't like both my hands, they don't match. So I like it very different, and I feel like this video is getting like really long. You guys are on this like weird tripod, and I want to know how long you've been on. Oh, only for like 18 minutes. That's not long, is it? Anyways, so ways for me to cut back. I was going to training once a week, and I ended up going to twice a month because it saves me a lot of money, and and so this is also another way to save money. Every 2 weeks it costs me $40 for my nails a month. So doing my own nails is a lot cheaper. I think in total it cost me to do my nails like $10. So plus I already have all these polishes. I just collect polishes. I'll go buy them and be like, oh my god, that's a new color, and I'll pick it up. I don't like neon colors. I used to like neon colors. I don't anymore because I just think they make my nails look like really cheap. But I saw Trisha Paytas, who is also a YouTuber, who I follow her, and I hope one day she'll follow me. That's not gonna happen, but maybe. Anyways, I saw the way she did her nails recently, and I loved it. Of course, I can't afford to get my nails done right now because I'm trying to save money, but I did try to see if I could do it like she did, and it didn't happen that way, but it did turn out really cool, which is a lot different than what I was gonna do. I don't know if you can see it's not gonna do the justice. It's not gonna do any justice, but yeah. So I've been working on this little studio area for a while. A really long time. I feel like it's been going on forever. So yeah, so I've been trying to like set this up and get this back room cleaned because my dog stays in this back room. It's off the house. There's the kitchen, and then there's the utility room behind here, and then this was actually done in like the 50s, which they stored food in here. And when we moved in, they were using it as an old storage room. So my mom was like, oh, you could put Nala's kennel out here. She could be out here when you leave. So we thought, oh, God, yeah, that'll work. We fixed the door so that she couldn't come out. Oh, gosh, my lips just got wet. And then we came home, and she had completely demolished this door. So then I was like, oh, my God, we're going to have to get her a kennel because I can't afford to keep fixing that door. Well, unfortunately, she's a freaking escape artist, and she's the smartest dog in the freaking world, and she knows how to get out of that kennel. She puts her weight against the door and bends it open, and then every time I have to come and I have to bend it back, and now I've got these super industrial zip ties, so she gets out. I'm mad because this is ridiculous. She's driving me crazy. I can't leave her out. Like, I used to be able to leave her out, and she wouldn't destroy anything because the other dogs were there. Well, we went on vacation, we took our dogs with us, but I left her home with my husband, and I was like, here's this list of specific rules. I know how my dog is. You're kind of not really truly hands-on with her, but I know how my dog is, so you've got to do it this way. And I left, and he was like, I'll do it my own way. So she ended up trashing the house every day, and I was like, oh my God, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So we ended up getting this kennel, which is called Kong, and they say that it's indestructible. They cannot get out of it. She chewed the lining out of the bottom in like a week. And then 3 days later, we came home, and we're like, oh, she chewed the bottom out. There's no other way for her to get out. We come home, she has completely pulled the front off and gotten herself out and destroyed my husband's and my bedroom. And I said, well, if this happens again, she cannot be in here because we have expensive stuff in here, and I'm going to be pissed off if she does this again. So we moved her out into the shed because if she's out in the shed, she can't destroy anything. There was nothing in there when we were keeping her in there. Then it started getting hot. And we're like, oh, now we can't leave her in here because it's too hot. So we brought her back in the house. We put her in this back room again, but we had the kennel. And then we would zip tie her in, but then she started figuring out how to get the zip ties off. And this freaking smart dog, I put her kennel up on this table, and I weighed it down so she couldn't move it. There's at least 50 pounds on top of that. There's no way this dog can move it. And so I put it on there and everything, and I freaking just lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the zip ties. So we were zip tying her in, and she put her weight against it and then just popped the zip ties off. Well, yesterday I put this cage up here on the table, and I put her in there so she could get acquainted with the new kind of surrounding area. This dog immediately got into the cage and counted how many zip ties were on the cage. I was like, I cannot freaking believe this right now. The dog is that smart, she can count them. She took her nose, and she put them on every single zip. I think there's like 7 zip ties up there, these huge industrial zip ties. She counted it with her nose, and I'm like, this freaking dog is just too smart for her well-being. Too smart. She's going to end up hurting somebody. And if she destroys this room again, I'm going to be mad because I put a lot of effort into this room. And I'm going to tell you right now, if she destroys this room again, I am just going to take her outside and shoot her. I'm just kidding. She's my child. I wouldn't do that. I put her in a training class, And I was actually going to start the advanced class, but I decided I'm not going to do the advanced class. Because I'm not going to do the advanced class. I've really got her under control now, so I don't think I need the advanced class. But she is because they're also really expensive classes. They may last 6 weeks, but they're super expensive. So, and she's not a breed restriction under any law in the United States. Huskies are a non-breed restrictive dog. I think that's how you say it. The more restrictive dogs are the ones that can lock their jaws, like Doberman Pinschers, Pit Bulls, Rottweilers, German Shepherds. She actually hates German Shepherds, which I don't really understand, because she's never really been around German Shepherds. So she goes on full-on attack mode when she sees a German Shepherd, which is crazy, because she never does that with any kind of dog. She more like attacks them with love and kisses. She attacks everybody with love and kisses because she's just a sweet dog. She's just a sweet baby. Anyways, that got into my baby talk. Anyways, so I'm going to move on to, there was another question by a really good friend of mine, Mandy, who follows me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook, and Twitter, but won't subscribe to my channel, which I don't freaking understand. It's driving me nuts. Anyways, so she asked me the other day about my hobbies, what I like to do. Okay. I'm gotten really involved in social media lately, which I felt was a little too much. When I say social media, I mean Facebook. I was every hour, on the hour, every day, Facebook. So I kind of took a step back from Facebook, but I always do a little shout out on Facebook at least once a day, because I'm more of a lifestyle person than somebody who just shares a lot of stuff. I do share interesting things, but I only go down into my list into about 12 hours that have passed. Other than that, I don't do it. And so I will check that at least once a day. But I've really stepped back away from that. But I always do some kind of post every day, and I thought about going live on Facebook, but I didn't think anybody would really care on my Facebook, because I have a lot of friends on Facebook, but I'm not really close with those people. Okay, it's not important. So I just want to go over some of the things in here. This freaking canvas right here cost me, sorry, I keep burping. Gross. This here cost me $10 at Walmart. And this one was $22.96. And I got this at a vintage shop. And then I ended up seeing the same exact one at Walmart for the same price. So I'm like, this dude went into Walmart, bought this, and then upped the price and took it to his shop. I was so freaking mad. I was like, are you serious? I could have got that. I could have got both of them for $20. That's not cool. Anyways, and then I've got my little glasses that are Marilyn Monroe. Those are in my room. I actually did them on previous videos for my favorite things. And then I have this poster that I got from Walmart, which was $2.98. I love Walmart. They are so freaking cheap. Things that would be totally expensive are actually really cheap. And then I bought one of those, they're poster frames. And I bought that. And then I embellished it with gems. Yes, because I'm not weird. I embellished it with gems and put it up on my wall, and I just love it. I just love it. I love Marilyn Monroe. If I could have ever met Marilyn Monroe, I think I would have probably died. Her and Shirley Temple are my two top favorites. My mom is oh, Jane Mansfield, what about Jane Mansfield? And I'm like, well, Jane Mansfield is pretty, but I think her daughter's better looking. Yeah. Olivia Benson, I love you. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, so I don't ever say her real name, I always refer to her as Olivia Benson. So. Oh yeah. People were asking me about my gym. I go to Planet Fitness. I do not go to Planet Fitness. Don't listen to me. I work out at One Life Fitness. I started working out there with my mom because she really wanted a trainer. And then she ended up stopped training, which I was like, that's kind of pointless. Anyways, so we started going there, and I met this guy, Billy, who is a trainer. He's one of the... He told me his job title, but I don't remember. And he hosts a boot camp once a week. And Nala, stop being needy right now. She's so needy. Anyways, she's so needy. She's so needy. What do you want? You're so needy right now. Yeah, so he started hosting a boot camp. So I started going to his boot camp. And he trained me twice, and then he gave me to somebody else, Tara. I loved her. She was a pretty cool chick. But then she ended up leaving, and I was like, well, if I'm going to anybody, I'm going to go with Billy. But Billy, he's not like a trainer, but you get 2 free sessions when you join. And him and Kate, another girl there, she does it. But yeah, so he's been my trainer since I started. And I feel like he's more like a friend than a trainer, but yeah. So literally since I've started, I've only lost like 20 pounds, which is really bad because I started this when my husband and I got married in December, and it is now June, and I have not lost but 20 pounds. And oh my god, I just realized my husband and I have been married for 6 months, and we've only really lived together for 2 of those. Oh god, don't get me crying. This makeup, oh my god, this makeup took me forever to do. Because I'm actually going out with my friend BB, who is here. She's actually in my bedroom watching TV. She was like, I am not getting in your video. So, anyways, so I'm going out tonight. And she's paying because 3 weeks ago I took her out and I paid for everything. Treated that girl like a princess. I was like, you know what? You're taking me out and you're going to treat me like a princess. So, yeah. And I'm drinking it. Okay. We gotta talk about this real sugar thing. Okay, I've been drinking Pepsi since I was a kid. I was more of a Coke fan than I was a Pepsi fan. And then one day, everyone was like, oh my god, you gotta try this Pepsi. And I was like, I hate Pepsi. I am a freaking Coke fan. I am a Coke fan. I want Coke. I don't want Pepsi. Well, they were like, well, it tastes the same, and you're gonna love it. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever, I'll drink a Pepsi. So I drank it, and I'm like, this does not taste the same. This is so much freaking better. So I've been drinking like regular Pepsis since then. I've been a Pepsi fan. Which one of my friends, she just got married, she's a Diet Coke fan. I tried a Diet Coke the other night. Gross. I hate Diet Coke. So, I'm sorry, Trisha Paytas, I know it's your favorite drink, but I hate Diet Coke. So, I drink Pepsi Cola, which is really just basically Pepsi. But yeah, they've started making it with real sugar, and it lowered in calories, which is a surprise. And this tastes so much better than the regular stuff. So, the other day I was in, which is going to be really bad, and if my trainer's watching this, he's probably going to be mad at me, because I snapped a donut and also posted it on Instagram. He was kind of upset because it's National Donut Day. I only had 2 in the whole thing. Like, that's... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I bought Krispy Kreme a few days ago, and I had 2 out of it, and then I let my mom have 1, and then me being a dummy, I left the box open, left the room, and this one here, my lovely daughter, ate the rest of them, and I was so freaking mad because I haven't had a Krispy Kreme donut in months, and I'm so mad. But yeah, and then my mom went to the store last night, and she bought a box of donuts, and I had a cinnamon donut and a cake donut, and he got really upset. Well, I don't know if he got upset, but he was like, no, bad donut. So, anyways, not important. So yeah. Anyways, so I haven't had a donut in a long time, except for the other night, but yeah, so don't judge me. I had a donut. I had my own stash. Actually, surprisingly, I bought my stash a few weeks ago, and then I just bought some stuff for the trip that I didn't go on. So not only did I already have a big stash of, it's not candy, but just like little tiny snacks. Although I do have some candy in there, like Twizzlers and 1,000-gram bars. I fucking love grass. Oh my gosh. I didn't cuss, if anybody was wondering. I'm trying not to cuss. I've been cussing like a sailor lately, and that's not the Christian thing to do, so I stopped cussing. So I said friggin', but it sounded like, oh my god, I don't know if you heard that. That is thunder. Oh my gosh. I need my thunder buddy. And he is in Chicago right now. That's my husband is my thunder buddy. It's from Ted. If anybody hasn't seen Ted, you're not living. Anyways, so that was like really loud. That was really loud. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can hear my mom's dog out there, but that freaked him out. Anywho, so, okay. So what the freak was I talking about? Oh yeah, 1,000-gram bars. I love those. They've got this like, crunchy stuff on the outside, but it's like pure caramel on the inside, covered in chocolate. Is that like every girl's dream? Because it's totally one of my dreams. That made me sound fat. Fat. I'm totally trying to retrain my brain, but it's not working. It's just not working. Hate it. Anyways, so, okay. I want to talk to you guys about something real quick before I go. I got this thing, it's called, it's like a hair extension, but it's not a hair extension. I got it at Walmart. It's like $20, and it like sits on top of your head and then under here, and then you style it to go with your hair. And I tried it on, and it made me look like Joe Dirt. I'm like, I can't believe I paid $20 for this, and it made me look like Joe Dirt. It was really bad. I was like, oh god. Don't try to church it up. Don't you mean Joe Dirt? Sorry. I was looking like Joe Dirt, but that's not funny. Anyways, I feel like I look superficial, like a superficial bitch when I do this. Oh my god, I just cussed. That's actually a song by Trisha Paytas. Yeah. Anyways, I just downloaded her new album, Daddy Issues. I don't have any daddy issues, although I did, but I don't anymore. So I was like, I love that song. That's actually the only one I've listened to thus far, because I just downloaded it yesterday. So, and then I looked her up, and I found out she had a Pandora station, and I was like, yes! But she doesn't have a lot of her songs on there. It's more like other people she listens to, and I'm like, I want more Trisha Paytas. Anyways, she's up there with Khloe Kardashian in my book. So, anyways. And, yeah. Anyways. So, if you're not already subscribing to my channel, please subscribe, because I'm actually a lot of fun, and I'm actually a really cool person to hang out with, even though you're not technically hanging out with me. But anyways, so I'm really, really, really fun person. You love me? I feel like I move my hands too much. I talk with my hands all the time. And I just feel like I was doing this the entire video. Anyways, so bye my loves. I hope you subscribe to my channel. I'm honestly a lot of fun. I'm a married woman. And so, bye. Love you guys.